Atlanta police have announced big changes in how they handle calls for help from child welfare workers.
This comes amid a Fox 5 I-Team investigation that found police had multiple chances to save a 4-year-old from starving to death. I-Team reporter Johnny Edwards has been pressing police for answers and learned about the changes this week. Johnny?
That's right, Russ and Courtney. A lot of questions here. Whenever an abused child dies in Georgia, the State Division of Family and Children's Services, DFACS, usually shoulders the blame. But our investigation found little Treasure McWeay might still be alive if the Atlanta Police Department had followed its own policies. Now, APD announcing an overhaul in how it works with DFACS.
Atlanta 911, non-emergency.
Yeah, this is Fulton County DFACS. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Need an officer to meet me at a home.
A small child, dead from abuse and neglect. 4-year-old Treasure McWeay locked away in her father's mold-infested duplex unit, left alone for hours and hours, without food or water. Adding to the tragedy, a Fox 5 I-Team investigation discovered police and social workers were often right outside the door.
Hey, how you doing? I was just trying to see if I could get a witness check.
Just not at the same time.
Why are we doing a welfare check now? Because there was concerns regarding the safety of the kids and the conditions.
Did an officer go out?
No.
The child's father, 31-year-old Rodney McWeay, faces 15 felony charges, including malice murder. He's accused of kidnapping Treasure and her siblings after the State Division of Family and Children's Services removed them from his home, placing them with their mother.
The defendant drives up to Maryland and takes the children back.
Then, allegedly hiding the children from authorities for over 5 months by refusing to answer his phone or open his door. At least 3 times between the alleged kidnapping and Treasure's death, DFACS asked Atlanta police to check on the children. Our investigation found, according to their own policies, Atlanta police had a duty to take immediate action. Immediate action that might have saved Treasure McWeay's life.
When it comes down to the bottom line of why this child was starved to death, it's because the police did not intervene when they had ample opportunities to do so. J. Tom
Morgan is a former DeKalb County District Attorney and now a criminal law professor at Western Carolina University. His conclusion? Police should have gone in without a warrant.
So in other words, they should have kicked the door in.
If the person doesn't answer the door and the door's locked, you kick it in.
Morgan has other reasons for placing most of the blame on Atlanta police. He says, under APD's own policies, the case should have been handed over to the department's Special Victims Unit, which would have a duty to take immediate action when, quote, a child is in danger and child protective personnel cannot enter the home. Also, under state law, every Georgia county must adopt a child abuse protocol describing how police, DFACS, judges, district attorneys, and others will, quote, ensure coordination and cooperation. But Morgan found no evidence that Fulton County's own protocol was followed leading up to Treasure's death.
Amazingly, and I listened to the calls, often the social worker had to call 911 to get a police officer. Like there should be a hotline between social work and the police.
Atlanta 911, non-emergency, operator 2168. How can we help you today?
In one of those 911 calls, a DFACS case manager asked for an officer to meet her at the home, telling a dispatcher all about the alleged kidnapping from the mother.
He strong-armed her, pushed her out, and stole the car with the kids.
By the time an officer was dispatched, more than an hour and a half later, the DFACS worker had given up and left. The officer getting, quote, no answer at the door. Less than a month before Treasure died, again, a case manager called 911 asking for a welfare check.
Okay, I'll send somebody out. Okay, thank you.
Records show police did go out, almost 5 hours later, past midnight. An officer, quote, unable to make entry. So far, APD officials have declined to talk to us about this case on camera, citing an internal investigation. That investigation is not complete, but this week, the department announced changes in how it works with DFACS, with requests for assistance from social workers now dispatched within 2 minutes, better data tracking of DFACS calls to ensure proper follow-up, and specialized training for police officers by DFACS.
There's a failure in our system, and this failure needs to be addressed.
Now, none of this is to say that DFACS handled this case perfectly either. We spoke with a former DFACS director who told us the agency could have done a lot more by going up the police chain of command or by taking the case to a juvenile judge. Russ, Courtney?
What a tragic outcome, and good to hear that they are coming out with saying that they're enhancing their policies to hopefully prevent something like this from ever happening again. But looking back to this situation, do we know why these child abuse protocols were not followed?
That's a really good question, and that's something I'm still looking into. I'm told that Executive District Attorney Daisha Young, who is in Fonnie Willis's office, is the chairperson over the Fulton County Protocol Committee. I reached out to her, but she referred me to a media spokesperson, and we haven't heard back yet.
I'll tell you, it makes you wonder how many kids are out there who aren't getting the attention that they need right now.
Absolutely. And how many times is something like this going to have to happen before some major changes are made?
It should never happen again.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. Johnny, thanks.
Thank you.